President Trump's tariffs on Canada specifically went into effect this morning, triggering retaliatory tariffs on the U.S. In fact, Ontario's premier says he's going to cut off electricity exports to the U.S., knowing that will specifically impact Minnesota.
Ontario powers 1.5 million homes and businesses in New York, in Michigan, in Minnesota. I've talked to all three governors. I want to ship more electricity. I want to send more critical minerals, but I will not hesitate to use every tool in our toolbox to protect Ontarians and Canadians.
Now, we have reached out to Minnesota Power and Lake Country Power to see how the move could impact customers and members here. We're working to provide an update for you.
Now to watch.